Look at this empty office room.
Man, did Twitch Plays Pokemon hear a lot of this song.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of a good track, but by the end, I think everybody was so sick of it. All right, let's go this way. This is the wrong way, I believe. This is to the elevator.
I'm lost. Could you help me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just went down these stairs because they appeared. I don't actually know what I'm doing here.
I heard like you guys were recruiting.
Yeah, you offered before. It wasn't a great offer, so...
Who are you? How did you get on it? Well, I was told to come here. I would like to join your organization.
Yeah. I had a flyer.
Is it like a battle initiation? Oh, I can do that. That's fine.
Not a huge fan, but
yeah, I don't really like battling in general, but we can do that.
I've used drowses before.
I don't, because it's a stupid anteater, and I hate it. And it, like, eats the dreams of children, too. It's kind of dark.
It's a real easy way to get a psychic and not feel bad because you can't level it up to Alakazam because you can't trade with anyone.
Because you have no friends.
Yeah,
exactly.
I guess that's true.
Machop.
I don't have friends.
Hit him with a shockwave.
Machop.
How about one Machop is stronger than pretty much any human?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I think we should really pay attention to how we cockfight Pokemon, because they could easily overthrow the world.
Yeah, but they love to be in the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we say.
They're like addicted to it. The entire Pokemon battle, they're just begging to go back.
Maybe if I play well, he'll send me back in.
That's why they don't want to be released into the wild.
Exactly.
We're just a stupid girl. We can't figure out this side of this computer. Okay, that's better.
Okay.
Look at the plant. It's all complicated numbers.
What nerve?
You didn't really break in. We walked down the open stairs.
I mean, maybe you should have put your Switch behind a guy standing in front of it conspicuously. Put it behind the counter. What am I going to get back there?
Oh, God.
You run the whole place. What's the point?
Also, Eradicate is uglier than usual.
It's really not a great design.
So there.
It just gets super fat.
Hmm.
Is
Like,
this enough?
a nest of Raticates could destroy an entire small militia. Easily.
I mean, I think a nest of anything could probably kill a small militia.
It would be like a horror movie. That's what I want. I want to see a Pokemon horror movie. That would be freaking great.
Okay, who would be the final boss? Like the most horrifying thing ever. Not a Gengar, because that's just too easy.
Yeah.
I mean, Mewtwo's too easy too. So
yeah, but if you had a Mewtwo that did stuff like that chick in Elfin Lead, it like rips people's heads off like no sweat.
That's more thriller.
I mean, I guess
we're talking about horror, like
I think
a whole bunch of Remoraid's.
What
in
about
a water movie?
Kabutops?
Piranha 3D Kabutops?
Yeah.
Kabuto, yes, I could see that.
See?
What? As the final boss?
They have scythes for arms.
Oh, I was thinking Hitmontop.
Yeah, they're very similar. Hitmontop, who spins around on his head and kicks.
It's just in the middle of a dark room.
You hear this spinning noise.
Like,
what's that?
We're still talking horror, right?
God, I hope that's anything but a Hitmontop.
And you see some guy on the edge of the camera. He gets hit 4 times.
Ah!
Oh my God!
He dies immediately.
It just flies off. Oh God. Okay. Yes, a nest of Hitmontop Kabutops. That would be pretty bad.
And like the Kabuto or his minions or something.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, your idea was great too, though.
Remoraid 3 double D.
A bunch of magic carps. Oh my God!
Although to be real, if it was underwater and there was a Gyarados, that would be pretty frightening too, I think.
Yep.
Well, that's like Anaconda.
Even a whale lord could get people.
Just roll over on them. Serial crusher.
There's a lot of humanoid Pokemon that freak me out, though.
Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime's freaky.
Mr. Mime.
Jinx is terrible. But it's just a distraction, and another Mr. Mime comes up and slaps your face off.
Exactly. Except that couldn't work as a distraction because nobody cares about mime tricks. So there's that.
You could do Onyx for those horror movies with like the burrowing creatures.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It'd be like Tremors.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
I also like the idea of like an evil Doug trio. With like, instead of smiling, it's just like this sick smirk.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just trying to walk outside and your foot goes into a hole and gets eaten. And then you fall down and it eats your face.
Wow, what would you do though? Like, okay, in Tremors, they found a way to right.
That's what I do.
I would rely on Dule Hill's help. He'll get me through this.
There's no good way. I mean, and then you're talking about Dialga, like control time.
Yeah. That's why we can't use it. You have to use basic Pokemon. You can't start casting movies with legendaries because that's stupid.
Right. I'm surprised we didn't go to any like Ghost though. We didn't go to any of the obvious ones.
That's because there's only one Ghost series in Gen 1. And that's the game we're playing right now, so we're not thinking about other gens. There's only the Gengar line. That's it for Ghosts. And they weren't even good in the original games because it didn't work right with Psychic.
Yeah.
There was no Ghost attack. It was just Nightshade.
You can't have a Cubone horror
Lick,
movie because that's stupid.
The horror of losing your mother over and over again. Cubone in Groundhog Day. Whee! Look, these are so much faster now than they were in the first games. Thank God.
Yeah.
If you cut the trailer
All right.
out, you could totally make Pikachu a horror monster. Just, what's that?
Yeah.
What was it? Oh my God.
Oh my God!
Just,
There's a scene in one of the Halloween movies where Michael Myers electrocutes some guy and his head explodes. And that's what comes to mind with that Pikachu horror movie. Just limbs rupturing from too much electricity.
keeps using quick attack.
Oh, that's good.
Do-do-do-do.
I think we came across them as a really good idea. It's an untapped market.
Okay, what about rom-com?
Rom-com?
Yeah.
It's untapped.
I don't know. Cubone?
You're going to pick that for every movie now, aren't you? Oh, Cubone.
I like Cubone.
I love you even though you don't have a mother.
Well, he's like the tragic character, and then he meets a nice, like, Chansey. You know?
Chansey.
She takes care of him.
Yeah. She nurses a Cubone back to health. But then you get this interspecies, which is another thing I don't understand about Pokemon. Like...
Well, our movies are going to break barriers.
Well, I mean, I guess, but... I don't know. I don't see Nintendo coming on board with the sex scene in that. Like, I don't think they're going to endorse us using their...
While Jinx watches. Oh my God.
It's just over there making its noise. Bow, 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 bow. No, Jinx, get out of this room.
We're trying to make love. Although a Mr. Mime Jinx sex scene, it sounds terrible. That's,
Well, plus side, they'd never touch.
Oh, God.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mime, I just want to hold you, but you put up too many barriers.
What's that movie where
I get it.
where you have... There you go. Very good. I think it's some movie of Sylvester Stallone where like they have sex in their minds.
That was Demolition Man.
Yeah. Not worth saying anything more about that movie.
No.
It was not very good.
That was the name of the movie. Moving on.
That's what their sex would do.
Oh, okay.
Was the moral of that
I got it.
of the story?
No, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the kind of Pokemon movies that should be making in the Pokemon movie editor, which you don't know about, Joseph, but later in the series, you can be like the star of your own movies. You're a movie star, you and your Pokemon. But they're all stupid.
They're all campy action films.
Yeah, like nothing's good in any of them.
You know, I can't imagine Pokemon action films being very interesting, if only because everyone in the Pokemon world is using Pokemon for the exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, this dragon breathed fire and burned this whole forest down. Yeah, I can do that with
yeah.
my Charmander.
I can go in the backyard right now, burn my neighbor's house down. You give me something new.
In a high-stakes world where people shove 10-year-olds out of the house and tell them to go battle with slaves, I don't think action is going to be a great market.
Maybe that's why it wasn't really taken off.
But rom-com,
Exactly.
Yeah.
that's the future.
Where's all the
Horror?
love?
Yeah, people want it because it's real for them. Oh, man. I guess that's true. That Onyx could easily kill me. I wouldn't even see it coming. See, that's where you hit home.
It's just
the fear is real.
Hey, you want a Pokemon battle? Sure, okay. Onyx. Kill the trainer.
Wait.
I did always wonder about that. Like, why don't you use moves on the other trainer?
Yeah.
Why don't you use hypnosis on some poor kid in a forest?
I mean, Sabrina did that in the show.
Yeah, it worked great for her.
Exactly.
Took Ash 3 times to beat her dumbass, and he still didn't beat her.
Yeah, that's true.
People at the Pokemon Certification League were like, you know, she's been attacking trainers who come to her gym.
Yeah, she's turning them into dolls.
Yeah, but what are they gonna do?
That's
She
true.
rips their heads off too.
Some guy with a lab coat comes in. I'm here for a routine checkup. Into the dollhouse.
It's terrible.
They need to get a more powerful psychic Pokemon to destroy her.
Well, maybe that's what Giovanni was working on. He is the 8th gym leader, after all. You heard reports.
Maybe he had good intentions
he's the
whole
good
time.
guy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was a life of crime, but it was the ends justify the means.
He's just misunderstood.
You gotta take down Sabrina.
His wife and family are in that dollhouse.
Okay, I messed up. I had to get the lift key first, and I didn't do it.
I like this, Giovanni. He's a good guy.
Giovanni, sir, she's been turning people into dolls.
Not on my watch.
Again.
Okay.
I hear that.
Find a psychic Pokemon.
I hear
apparently
that.
smokes a lot.
I hear that Blaine's been asking too many questions lately. And he's wearing a wig.
But why would he create?
No!
Why wouldn't he just get a dark type to take? Because I would think a dark type could kill Sabrina.
But those didn't exist.
It didn't exist back then.
But of course it did.
Sure.
Unless we envision every Pokemon game takes place like thousands of years, but that can't be the case.
Maybe it's just another dimension.
Well, we know Gold happens 3 years after this, so
that's
that
what
one
I'm
doesn't
saying.
count.
Maybe besides those two, it's like generations.
But do Pokemon types count against humans?
But I mean, that's the question. That's
Yeah,
what
she's not a
I'm-
psychic.
We can only assume fighting type would, because beating someone up is, whether you're a Pokemon or not, that's happening.
Yeah.
But I could see, like, her psychic shouldn't work against that Pokemon, a dark type Pokemon.
Yeah, but then she can still use it against the trainer who brings it there.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
We need a dark type trainer.
And then you get the story of Umbreon.
That's why he was trying to get a Mewtwo, because Mewtwo could think for itself. It could fight her psychically while the Pokemon were battling.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
So then Mewtwo's the Pokemon trainer, essentially.
Yeah.
That's new.
Good story.
I don't know. I still like Umbreon taking it upon itself to stop the scourge that is Sabrina.
Or else what?
One Umbreon off its Pokemeds.
Goes in
it's
there,
tragic
it's looking
story.
like Rain Man.
It's Espeon's sister is like, no, please, Umbreon, you can't do this.
Definitely here to stop Sabrina. Definitely.
There's just some things a Pokemon has to do.
God, that would be so corny, but so good.
He's also a smoker.
Everyone's a smoker in the
All the
Pokemon
Poke-
universe.
If your Pokemon can talk, you're a smoker.
There's a lot of stress, though, you know?
Yes, it's
Gotta
really
do something
true.
to take the edge off.
I mean, they literally live to fight every day.
Yeah, to fight and kill.
It's,
Because this is still also in the Nuzlocke world.
yeah.
So everything that dies is actually dead.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, every once in a while, one of these Pokemon that faints, they don't come back from that.
Yeah, if you go under with like anesthesia in an operation, you could die.
Right, that's what I'm
You
saying.
could never wake up.
Yeah. They come back, or it's a coma. They're in a vegetative state the rest of their life.
Yeah.
You got to pull the plug on your good old, Nidoran.
Maybe that's what happens when you release Pokemon into the wild.
That's what I think. It's not. You're not releasing anything as a euphemism for. They get lasers.
You put the Pokeball in a rock crusher.
Exactly. It's a. They go to the incinerator and that's it. But I guess a fire type doesn't really care about the incinerator.
No, it just sits in there going,
Yeah. So
Nice day.
now I'm here, I guess.
Putting a plant type in there would be
Scary
horrible.
face. Right.
That's pretty rough.
The
yeah.
incinerator will burn you from the feet up. You better hope you're a weeping bell and your whole brain dies first.
Is this the Silph Scope? No. The hell?
The incinerator guy just whispering to the Pokemon.
Every single one that goes through.
At first you won't feel it, but as you slowly learn, you're smelling your burnt self. Jesus Christ!
You will feel it eventually, though.
Does he ever say anything nice? Does he ever try to ease the pain, maybe?
No.
Just shh. It's going to be over soon.
Take solace in the knowledge that it will be over soon.
Exactly. No, it's not. No, he makes him feel as horrible as possible.
Oh, you're a water type. Well, this will take hours. Days even.
God. Maybe that's how all these horrible ghost types are created, though. There's one guy responsible for all of them.
This is what it'll feel like when you burn.
That's
boil.
That's why Kovic has a smile on his face all the time. Because no one wants to touch him.
Nope.
Exactly.
The world is a horrible place, but no one wants to be around me.
Yeah. A muck shows up. Nobody's getting near that thing either.
No, exactly.
I'm not going to touch that. What if I lose my arm? Ugh. Does this guy have the lift key? I think isn't that the irony here? Like, he doesn't know who has it and he drops it. Yeah. He just pooped it out, apparently.
How does he know he dropped it if he didn't know he had it?
Okay. Now
That
we're
guy,
in business.
He sucks.
By the way, we're at the point of the game now where we are legitimately starting to one-shot everything.
Well, it's about damn time.
Business is picking up.
God. Look how fast we're going now, though.
Is there a lift here? Damn.
That machine doesn't do anything.
We could try getting inside it.
The valve is on the top. Why would they do that?